Today. Ako po si G. Tonji. Ngayon naman pag-usapan natin ang Gabriela Los Angeles. Ito po ay organization serving Filipinas in the South Bay Area and the Greater Los Angeles region. They strive to build a strong Filipino women's mass movement, recognizing na yung problema ng Pilipina diaspora are linked to the root problems of the Philippines. Gabriela LA also addresses the rights and welfare of women through education, organizing campaigns, and creative cultural work. Joining us once again here on Kababayan Today, kasama natin si Terrie Cervas from Gabriela. Terrie, thank you so much once again for being here.
Thank you for having me.
Okay, so let's talk about Gabriela. What is going on with you guys as an organization? I know that you have a very big event that you're leading up to, yeah?
Yes, so on January 30, which is a Saturday, we're having an event, a dinner called Kamayan para sa Kalayaan, where people can come and experience a traditional way of eating with their hands, eating communally, while Gabriela does performances and we talk about our work as an organization and how we empower women and really fight for the genuine freedom of the Philippines.
Okay, so merong Kamayan event. Kung hindi nyo pa na-experience ito po ay may pagkain tapos kakainin nyo po using your hands, di ba? May technique yan eh. You have to push it with your... If you've never experienced it, it definitely is, something that it's a real experience, right? And, I know that a lot of people, I just was in New York City recently and I interviewed someone who also has Kamayan in the East Coast, and she grew up eating Kamayan style at home, so this is a very Filipino thing to eat with our kamay, right? Masarap yan. Tapos, where is the event going to be? Can you tell us?
The event is going to be at a church called Wilmington, First UMC of Wilmington. So that's at 928 Lagoon Avenue in Wilmington. And it's going to be starting at 6:30 until 8:30 p.m.
Okay, where can people get tickets if they're interested to go?
People can get tickets. We have tickets that are being sold on Eventbrite, but they can go to our website, gabrielalosangeles.wordpress.com, and then we have the information in the link there. It's a really good deal. It's only $20. They get a full...
Wait, $20
yes.
For all this food?
Yes, it's going to be a full course meal. There'll be vegetarian or meat option depending, which you prefer, and there'll be drinks and dessert included. So people can come, support, have a wonderful meal, but at the same time support women's issues and support our organization.
Okay, so I know that this is a fundraiser for an even bigger event that you guys are planning to be a part of. Can we share that with our Kababayans?
Sure. So Gabriela Los Angeles is part of a bigger women's alliance called Gabriela USA, and we have chapters in New York, Seattle, Washington, D.C., San Francisco, and Los Angeles, and we're expanding. So every 3 to 4 years, we have what we call a national congress, where all the women leaders from all over the world, all over the U.S. come together. We talk about the important issues that Filipinas face, and we unite on what kind of campaigns we're going to carry to advance the women's movement and advocate for Filipinas. So that's happening in March.
Okay, that's happening in March, and where is it going to be? I want to go.
You should go. It's going to be in San Francisco.
Okay, marami tayong mga Pilipino doon sa San Francisco. Of course, this event that Gabriela LA is putting together, Kamayan, it's going to be, you can bring your family, your friends, and it's to raise funds for a really good cause, diba? For the Gabriela Congress that is happening. So it's going to be dinner with performance. There's also going to be raffles and fun, right? So maraming mangyayari dyan. And this is happening on the 30th of January. But I also want to talk about Gabriela Los Angeles. I know you've been a part of it for quite some time. How did you get into Gabriela Los Angeles?
I was one of the co-founders of Gabriela. We started here in Los Angeles. We started in 2009, and I was really interested in starting it or helping to start it after I had been exposed to various issues that were happening in the Philippines, and seeing human rights abuses and women's issues has always been very important to me. So when there was an invitation from Gabriela USA to start a chapter here, I jumped at the chance. I wanted to highlight what was going on with with Filipinas and here in the U.S. and also in the Philippines.
Okay, so it's been 7 years, Terrie.
Yes,
Yeah.
yes. Yeah.
How has it been? Has it been challenging?
It's been challenging but very fulfilling work. You know, right now there's always issues that we want to speak out against. Like for example, I don't know if you've heard of the EDCA, which is the Enhanced Defense Cooperation Agreement. That was just declared, by the Philippine Supreme Court as constitutional.
Right.
And as a women's organization, we're very concerned about that because we see the EDCA is going to allow the basing of U.S. troops in different parts of the Philippines, right?
And obviously, when that happens, exploitation of
Right.
Filipino Americans is just so rampant
Right.
because you have, the military bases there, and of course, outside of the camp, just like Olongapo, just like Clark, magkakaroon ng, trade of flesh, really.
Yes, yes. So as a women's organization, that's just one current issue that we're speaking out against because just like you said, we see increased rates of prostitution, harassment, rape, and even death of Filipino women, children, and and their communities. So that's one issue that we're really calling on the government, challenging the government to take down EDCA, to terminate that agreement because we don't want to see more exploitation, abuse of Filipinas.
Absolutely. Well, the question always is, can we do something about what's happening in the Philippines if we are here in America, right? That's a big issue that we want to speak out. Pero pinapakinggan ba tayo? Are we heard? And of course, as a woman, especially in our community, sometimes that's not always the case. So when we return here on Kababayan Today, kasama pa rin natin si Terrie Cervas, we'll talk about this issue of silencing in women in our community. We'll be right back.